Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got another cool knife to take a look at today. This is the High Grading Designs DeVille. Really neat knife that FredTheLug has allowed me to disassemble, carry, review, all that good stuff, and I'm really appreciative of that. This knife is one that I had wanted to try out for a while. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a measurement here. So it's about 3¼ inches on the blade, just shy of 8 inches overall. Let's get a scale out here to take a look at the weight. Get that in, and let's see what the weight of this thing is. 4.65, so less than 5 ounces. Not bad at all, as it is a decently sized knife. Alright, let's do some size comparisons here to begin with. We'll start off with the North Arm Sky High. Let's move things up just a tad there. And the Ozark Trail Slide Lock. Knives that you may be familiar with the size of. Alright, let's do the Benchmade Osborne 940. Let's also do a Vosteed Acorn. Alright, so you can see it's a decent sized knife. We have the Miguron Morial and the QSP Penguin. Alright. That one needs to stay on the table. Can't be taking the one that we're trying to measure or compare. Alright, there is the Kaiser Militar. And then we'll also do the Bergblade Sweeney. Another one with fat carbon scales on it. The gold on this one, really cool. Really like that. Alright, this is the CJRB Pyrite and the CJRB Feldspar. Alright. Couple of more comparisons sets here. This is the Kaiser Sparrow and the Demco Knives Shark Cub. And then last, and certainly not least, we have the Microtech MSI and the Kaiser Cyberblade. And as you can tell, the DeVille is still not shorter than the Cyberblade. Alright, let's take a look at the thickness. This is a decently thick knife. More along the lines of what the Militar would be. There it is with the Militar. There it is with the Demco Shark Cub. Microtech MSI is going to be a little bit thicker. Let's see what else. QSP Penguin. It's going to be a little bit thinner. Same thing for, let's see. I don't think I did the Pyrite. So there you go. Decently sized, decently thick knife. Let's take a look now at how the profile would be in pocket. There it is against the Miguron Morial and the QSP Penguin. It's just going to take up a little bit more room than both of those. Let's take a look at the Acorn. Acorn doesn't take up a whole lot of room in pocket. There it is against the Militar, which is more along the lines of what the DeVille takes up. Also, let's see, we'll do the Shark Cub as well. All right, so that just gives you some of the some knives that you may be familiar with. All right, the blade steel is and I did it again. I started the review without confirming what the blade steel is. I'll pop that on the screen there and let you know what this particular one is. It has a nice hollow ground satin finish, very slashy blade. Works well. It does not have a lanyard hole or any other way to connect a lanyard, so that if you're something that you're absolutely set on, this may not be the knife for you. Jimping, it does have some jimping here on the top of the blade, and that's pretty much it for jimping. Opening methods, of course, reverse flick, pretty much anywhere along this fuller. You can do that there. You can do a thumb, or you can do the front flipper. Let's see if I can do, yep. Pretty much any opening method utilizing a front flipper or those opening holes works very well. So it's a very fidget-friendly knife, in my humble opinion. Let's see. Price on these runs about $3.80 for this particular variant. I think there are some other variants that were a little bit cheaper. This knife is not for sale, and except maybe on the secondary. I looked on the website a few minutes ago, and it looks like those are all sold out. I don't know if they're going to do a version 2 or not, but there's where that stands. Going back to the opening methods, detent for all of the opening methods seems to be dialed in very good for that. Lock up, well, let's do that and take a look at it. So fairly decent there. No blade play up and down side to side. She does like lock up solid, so that's a good thing. Scale material, of course, is, I'll do some close-ups there of the of that fat carbon. I think it's gold matter or something like that. Gold dark matter, maybe. It's really cool. Clip on it works really well. In fact, let's go ahead and grab our pants pocket and slide this in. That's how it'll fit in pocket. Again, nothing sharp on this edge here that if you were reaching into your pocket to grab something. In fact, it's really well rounded off on that area. If I did have something to nitpick about a little bit, it's when it's open. These edges right here don't seem to be finished very well. I can see that they are chamfered, but it's still a little bit of a sharp edge there, in my opinion. Gripping it, you can feel that a little bit there. Clip does not. The clip isn't a problem at all, in my opinion, for my hand. Otherwise, it has a good size to where it is comfortable in hand. And again, the only thing I would say is these edges here are just a tad sharp, in my opinion. So that would be a nitpick in my book. Fits in the pocket well again. Opens up well. Is comfortable in hand, except for the aforementioned areas there. Access to the lock bar is good. Jimping again on the front flipper, as well as this area here, does really well. I mean, not a problem at all. You can choke up here against the edge of the blade if you need to. Just be careful about hitting that edge. I like the gold accent pivot collar there, and it's just a well done knife. So not a problem at all. In my opinion, maybe the price is a bit high for a production knife, but that's just my opinion. Overall, I did like this knife, and it would be one that I would say would be a good one to have if you were interested in this design. Looking at their Instagram page, they may have taken some design cues from the Strix, which is just fine. It's definitely not a copy of the Strix, but I think they like the design language of the Strix. Well, that's pretty much it. pretty good knife, really good knife. Really appreciate Fred allowing me to take a look at it. Please hit that like button if you haven't subscribed. Please do so. Hope to see y'all again soon. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks.